the first of the Bluegrass Orthopedics Champion Award. This award is unique as it honors student athletes at the high school level from Central Kentucky who have distinguished themselves by overcoming adversity or injury and returned, excelled on the court, off the court, and among other gifts, the recipients of this award will get a $2,500 scholarship, and that is outstanding. Our first recipient this evening for the BGO Champion Award is Summer Coleman of West Jessamine High School. Summer is the daughter of Joshua and Crystal Coleman of Nicholasville, Kentucky. Been a part of the West Jessamine basketball team since the 6th grade, and as a freshman starter, demonstrated the true grit, good movie by the way, and promise of becoming a great player. She has overcome a great deal in her athletic career, and as we take a look at this video, the people you will see in here are her parents and Dr. Tim Wilson that you saw earlier, and Coach Jason Siemens. If you would please, Summer Coleman.
Like many kids growing up, life changes before our eyes and we don't even know it. So it was for Summer Coleman during her middle school years. She had played softball.
I always thought she would be good at baseball, softball, whatever, because I would go out in the backyard with her and throw with her, and I mean, she threw like a man. I mean, she had one heck of an arm. I kept telling her you're going to be a good baseball player.
But another sport called to her, volleyball.
So she tried out for the volleyball team and she didn't make it. And so we went to the middle school open house and she was going to her classes, and there was the new basketball coach for the girls. And she was standing out there in the hallway jumping around saying, please, you know, any girl that wants to come play basketball, I'm not even going to cut them. That's how she came into it.
Summer had played softball, but basketball seemed right up her alley.
I mean, it just became fun to go to her games and watch her play. And she started doing really well.
Getting to know her a little bit, man, you could see some of her tenacity and her will to win and her will to compete. And I remember saying at the banquet after her freshman year, I hope our team next year takes on her personality on the court, the way she loves to fight and persevere.
Her freshman and sophomore season, Summer played well. Early in the 2014-2015 season, she was averaging 11.7 points per game with a season-high 26 against Bellevue. 5 games later, disaster.
I got the phone call from the trainer, and he said that she had gotten hurt and they weren't sure if it was ACL related.
I mean, it's an indescribable feeling. Like, I mean, you feel helpless because, I mean, you want to be there for your child, especially who wasn't there. They were at a Christmas tournament. So, I mean, it's a sick feeling.
In fact, it was the ACL of the left knee. Season over immediately. Fast forward to Summer's junior year. Her scoring was way down, but she was playing again. 15 games into the season.
And I got the phone call that they really thought that she had tore her other ACL.
Assuming once you tear your anterior cruciate ligament and it's fixed, statistics show you're actually more likely to tear the one in the other knee, which unfortunately happened in her case.
Another devastating injury. Season over again. But this time, Dr. Tim Wilson came into the picture.
Summer unfortunately had torn her anterior cruciate ligament in her left knee previously, and so she kind of knew when her right knee was hurt in a similar way, that's what happened. So I examined her in the training room, we ordered an MRI, and then proceeded to treat her after that. Some people give up, especially when they've already gone through an ACL tear on their other knee. They get the second injury, they may not want to come back.
At this point, I'm thinking that's probably going to be the end of Summer's career. That's a sign that maybe she should be playing high school basketball. And I remember calling her the night she tore it, thinking, you know, I remember being depressed for her.
The second time, it kind of felt like it was our fault, you know. I mean, because as a father, I just wanted her to get out of school and be healthy. So, I mean, I kind of took it upon myself that, you know, I let her down by letting her, you know, continue to play. But, I mean, she wanted to play, and, I mean, really wasn't an option to her. I mean, she was going to play. So she's a really competitive girl.
Senior season rolls around, and would you believe another setback? This time, she suffered a fractured leg.
Coach Siemens had actually, told her, I think at that point, she was losing 6 weeks. She was going to be coming back right at the beginning of the season, it was going to be hard. And he actually asked her, you know, do you just want to be a team manager? And she was so upset. And she said, absolutely not.
Like a champion does, Summer Coleman rallied a third time. And despite scoring only 47 points this past year, she saved her best moment for the arch rival, East Jessamine.
And so, like, I wanted to go back out there and, like, have my own basket, like, where people could see me score. And, like, I was important in that game. And so that was my big goal. Like, the whole season, I was like, I'm going to work to get this basket at East. I'm going to score against them.
Not only did she score, she had a season-high 14 points in a 76-52 win.
She's tougher than I am, tougher than anybody I've ever met with injuries. I played football, and I had no type of injuries the way she did, and I don't believe I could have come back from that. So, I mean, I look up to her in that sense, the fight she has in her, but I am proud of her.
Through all of her hardships, Summer demonstrated amazing sportsmanship and integrity, the epitome of a team player. She sat out 2.5 years. Think about that, 2.5 years because of the injuries. But according to her head coach, Jason Siemens, one of the most dedicated players on the team. She cares more about the team winning than her own individual success through it all. She's worked extremely hard in practice and continued to be ready for her team when they needed her the most. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the BGO champion for the girls, Miss Summer Coleman.
Okay, so I am truly honored to be receiving this award. Even though this is about my story, there are so many people who played huge roles in helping me overcome my adversity. Thank you to my friends and family for being there for me every step of the way. Thanks to my coaches and my physical therapist for pushing me when I wanted to give up. Also, my athletic trainer and athletic director for helping me and the girls basketball program succeed. Thanks to Dr. Wilson for being exceptionally kind and understanding. Thanks to Brian Milam for putting together my video for tonight. And finally, a huge thanks to the sponsors for putting this amazing banquet together. And I am extremely grateful for this scholarship. Thank you.